is In the Shadows Podcast. Lots of cigar talk, but if it's going on in the world, we'll be talking about that too. And by the way, the fellows don't shy away from controversial topics. Trust me. So grab that stick, kick back with your favorite drink, and let's do the thing. This is the In the Shadows Podcast. Now your hosts, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Shadow Smoke Legion in the Shadow Podcast. I'm your host, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. And today we have some Puppy Rick and Eric with a lot of C's.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's what we got. So today, since we already cover a lot of crap, and I think this is one of the things that we rarely cover about, and now that we have different smoking level here, let's talk about this. What are some of the things that you wish somebody told you before you got into cigars?
Ooh.
Like one of those, I wish I knew before I got into this shit, and now I'm in this shit, I wish I knew.
I wish I wasn't in
it. Right? Get a better job, have more money.
Yeah. So let's start with Rick, since you're the youngest one here. What are some of the things that you wish somebody had already told you before you even purchased your first cigar or smoked your first cigar?
Oh my God, that's just a loaded question, because there's so much elements, just me remembering like my infancy of this lifestyle where I smoked a cigar from the foot and lit it from the cap. Like, these are things like when you're a newbie, sometimes these things could be common. I actually got a lot of people who actually agree that they did the same fuck up.
What?
Oh my God.
Golly.
So obviously proper butane, because you can't just buy any butane for lighters. Like, for example, if you go for obviously S2E10, if you have, like, let's just say you're Elon's son, when you're XAE Ash 13,
Rick, if you're a beginner, boy, you have ST DuPont. Oh.
But I'm just saying, sometimes some butanes are not the best, pure, whatever, or lighters could be a thing because people use the crackhead lighters and they say it's not really the best. So it's just like there's so many just elements. I'm just overwhelmed, honestly. So I'll say lighters. My first cigar, well, one of my first 10 cigars was the Alma Fuerte, which I got sick. So obviously colors of letting me know like what cigars might pack a punch. Take it easy. Don't smoke too fast. Take breaks in between smoking a cigar, 30 seconds to 45 to a minute per puff. Those are just a few things I could think of off the back.
Okay. All right, so now that we know what Rick's problem is, it's literally butane, because I would think that is something more important than butane, but he said butane.
That's what there's a bunch. That's why
we'll loop around. Okay, so Eric, name one of the things that you would think you wish somebody had told you before you started?
It takes so long to smoke a cigar. You need some time.
It takes so long to smoke a cigar?
It takes a long time. You need time. Time is key when you first start off. Because to me, it's like when my first cigar, I was like, dang, I'm like an hour in. What's going on? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I was like, no, everybody you watch video, they're like, oh, you know how they cut the video. It's like, first it's like, they're like, oh, it's like 30 minutes, 15, 30 minutes, whatever. And you're like an hour and a half. You're like, damn. Right?
That's like, how do people find time? How do people find time?
Like, I was like, I didn't have time for it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. So for me, I wish somebody told me that cigar can get you sick before I smoked the first cigar. Yeah, I didn't know. I smoked cigarettes at the time. I didn't know that tobacco could get you sick. I never seen anybody really get sick from smoking a cigarette. So, smoking the first cigar, you got to get sick. So that will be one. That will be one for me. All right. Back to Rick. What you got?
Well, I kind of brushed on that when I said when I smoked the Alma Fuerte and messed me up. I guess with more about like the storing. Like sometimes when I just got cigars, I just kept them in a little box without it being in the humidor, season, whatever. I just threw them in a container. They just said, just keep it sealed somewhere. I didn't know about the Bovita packs. I didn't know anything about seasoning, a humidor, mixture of cedar. I didn't know any about that kind of stuff. I just thought you just buy it, just put it to the side, it'll be good to smoke forever. Or it had I thought it expires. I thought after 2 months they're no longer a thing because they're quote unquote organic and leaves or whatever. So that's one thing.
So what you wish is somebody told you that you actually need to have storage. You need to have maintenance on these cigars.
Yep, proper storage and proper maintenance.
Okay, all right, Eric, what you got?
I didn't know there was that many cigar that's trash.
Oh God!
Can somebody please just tell me the truth? I just need the truth of the truth. Don't make me spend all this stupid money that I've been doing and buying the whole entire B&M to find out all of them, more than half of them, is not. It's not good.
Yeah, but that's kind of what it is, right? They don't tell you some cigar tastes bad. They tell you got to find the one you like, but they didn't tell you some of them really bad, right? They also don't tell you that it will take a long time before you get to taste the real good stuff.
Yep. It's like, come on, they don't tell me none of that. They're like, oh, here, try this one, try that one, I tried everything. I bought the whole entire thing, the whole entire store, and I was like, oh, there's only 2 that I like in there. Great job, guys.
Right? Great job. For me, I think another one would be, I wish before I smoke a first cigar, somebody told me, you got to go broke, son.
That is so damn true, man.
Right? You walk in the store before you buy the first cigar, the retailer should be like, is that your first time? Yes, it's my first time. I would like to find a good cigar. And before he dies, says, yo, stop. You're going to go broke, son. This thing is not for it's not for low income.
Yeah. Do you have a 401k, by the way? Oh, okay.
It's to tell you one day you got to realize every year of the dragon, you got to go completely broke.
Yup.
Yeah.
Actually, not just the dragon. It began with the dragon, but every year now, you're gonna be broke.
Yeah, right. I wish somebody told me that is a very, very high expense, luxurious hobby in compared to every other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because other ones you could actually, whatever. But cigars, man, once you start, you can't have enough. That's the problem.
Well, let's say even if you're not the one that collects, you smoke one cigar a day. That's still, $5, $6, $8, $10, $11 a day.
Yep.
That means every day you gotta cut out a meal just to be able to afford a cigar.
Even if your cigars is the bottom of the barrel, like factory smokes, which could be between $2 or $3. If you're smoking every single day, average month is 30 days. That's $90 a month. That's a few meals.
Right.
Yeah.
And only lasts you 40 minutes because it's factory smoke, so it doesn't burn that long.
Yeah. Or you even go your average cigars, which could be $12.
Yeah.
That's $360 a month.
Okay.
That's phone, internet, a lot of stuff.
Netflix,
Hulu,
relationship. Yeah.
All right. So, Rick, you're next.
Retrohaling. I wish I knew about actually retro inhaling to get more components and complexities of the cigar, like the actual depths of it. Because there's times when you're in your infancy, you're smoking. Sometimes you may get your hand on some rare cigars you don't even know it's actually rare. You're just grabbing stuff to grab it, or people are handing you stuff because when people find out that you're part of the community, they'll give you Cubans, they'll give you this, they'll give you that. Oh, try this, try that, try that. You're just smoking it, and all you taste is just tobacco. And then you go down the line 3 years later, you go back to your old bands. You're like, I had an Opus. I smoked the Opus, and you're like, what the hell? Like, you didn't appreciate the taste or anything. But I wish I would have known how to decipher taste and what to look for. Like someone told me, all right, when you smoke a cigar, just get one note, put it to the side, or try go for another note. And try to guide it from your mouth throughout your nostrils so you get a little bit more in depth. I wish I knew that in the beginning.
That wasn't too big a problem for cigarette smokers like us. We know how to retrohale.
Retrohale is right off the bat.
Yeah, but I can see some people they didn't know that, so all this time they're smoking, puffing. So I don't taste anything. Yeah, you're not supposed to. All right, Eric, you're next.
I wish somebody would tell me that there's mixed filler, chop filler, and long filler. Because when I go in a cigar shop, all I see is cigars, right? And they're like, I pick one up. They're like, oh, it's a premium cigar. I was like, okay, cool, thank you. Then I come home, it was like, it's all chop filler. I'm like, bro, why? First of all, why factory smoke is a freaking premium cigar?
Technically, it's not. Yeah. It's not. All the it should be X amount of long filler, right? So if chop smoke, it's not premium cigar. It's just cigar.
Yeah, it's a cigar, right? So yeah, that's why I wish somebody would tell me. Unless I just learned that by myself, but cool. And I want, like, why don't the box just say, hey, it's mixed filler, it's chop filler, it's long filler. The box don't tell me that, and I have to go. And if I didn't have internet, I wouldn't know anything.
That's so true, huh? I don't think I ever looked for that information on the box of cigar.
Yeah,
you just kind of know, like, by the price range, you kind of know.
Yeah, by the price range, you kind of know. But then the box don't tell you anything about that. It could be like an expensive cigar, but chop filler, you don't even know.
Yeah. Or usually, if you ask the store, they'll probably know. But yeah.
Yeah, but when you walk up, when you go in there, a box of $300, you're like, oh yeah, it's premium, baby. You come home with like mixed filler, like what the hell just happened?
Or it better not. $300 a box. It better not be, chop fillers.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's the thing. That's what I wish I would have known.
All right, cool. Next one. For me, I think I wish somebody would tell me that cigar is a socialization thing. You won't, like, if you want to start doing cigars, you will want to communicate with people, socialize, and you got to kill a lot of your time. Of your time.
But I think I think that just turned to be a lifestyle, and you just want to share your experience. Hey, I got this, you smoke this and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you smoke a cigarette, nobody cares. Nobody want to know what cigarette you're smoking.
Hey, sometimes we do.
Well, just because you gave me a new cigarette, then I'm like, what is this? But
what was this?
Like, yeah, but like nobody goes out. It's like, hey, I got a box of cigarette. Please look at the pictures. They're beautiful.
Yeah,
nobody does that.
I got a Davidoff box. It's like cigarette. Right. What up?
I got the Marlboro Reds. Look at this.
Right? Nobody does that. And when you do cigar, it's like every cigar you smoke, you want to share it. You want to tell people about it. You want to communicate with somebody. What's your experience in it and all that stuff. And it takes time. It's a new lifestyle. You put your whole life in there. I think I spend more time in my life every day on cigar than working.
Do we? I don't know that.
Right? I literally be working and smoking a cigar. Not working and smoking a cigar. And if I'm not doing anything at all, I'm looking at a cigar.
Dude, I talk to people that don't know cigars about cigars.
Yep.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time. It's a whole lifestyle. You're engulfed in it, and there's nowhere to get out. So that's my thing.
Yeah, I agree. There's times where I'm in a recording session. I just told somebody, I have a pledge, I have an encore, and I have a Davidoff. What sounds nice to you guys? No, the Davidoff sounds nice. All right, thank you.
Yeah, you gotta ask somebody to make your life decision now.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rick, it's up to you. Your turn.
I wish I discovered that Switzerland was a fraud.
Oh man, I was gonna go there right at. Oh, you dick.
Yeah. Whenever a site that sells quote unquote air quotes Cubans, and you see the Switzerland, origins in the bottom of the webpage, just don't. Just run away. Just don't. Just don't.
What you mean is that you wish there's such thing as fake cigars.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish I knew about which cigars were the most counterfeit.
Tell the truth,
and
right? A lot of newbie don't know that. There's just fake ones out there.
Another newbie will still go to cigar shop and ask for Cubans.
That's true too. And everybody just look at them like, we in the first world, not third world.
I don't think you can get anywhere. But yes, you can.
We're first world problem. All right.
Right.
So here is this Cuba.
The cigar got Cuban name. Does that count?
It's Cohiba. Romeo Julieta. Okay.
Monte Cristo.
Yeah. It's puro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So we wish people tell us that there's such thing as fake cigars and stuff like that.
My God,
Nobody ever thought about that until getting to it.
we should, yeah, guys. There is fake out there. All right.
A lot, like a lot. I mean, to the point where distribution in the European market got ceased because of how much counterfeits.
Yeah,
was
there's so
happening
much.
overseas.
There's so much of it. There's a business go on for it.
And let's just say, even the distribution is so wide, even real shops sometimes gets fake stuff.
Yep.
By accident, but they do.
Like me.
Well, by quote unquote accident. Yeah.
Yeah,
Basement.
I fell victim.
Like the basement.
All right, Eric, you're next.
I wish somebody told me that you shouldn't relight a cigar.
Oh,
Yeah,
you could. It's not too big a problem. You could.
To me, my first time I did it, it tasted disgusting, man.
What,
Just
did
tell
you-
me to go.
Did you light
You
it
know
like
what I
an
mean?
hour to it or like 2 days to it? There's still huge difference.
It's a day. A day
Oh yeah, if
after.
you day, you shouldn't
Oh
relight.
yeah.
You know, like somebody please tell me that. Like, hey man, once you put it down, a day, don't wake up and tomorrow morning drink your coffee with it because it doesn't taste good.
It's more like think of it this way, okay? It's like a steak. All right, today you cut your fresh meat off the beef, and then you're about to cook it, but you didn't have time to cook it. You leave it on the table. You come back next day, that steak is gonna taste like shit. It's gonna
I mean,
smell
it's like
shit.
it's any dish, any dish you think about, and you put it in the microwave, it's not gonna taste the same.
You know, I have never tried to put a cigar in the microwave. I wonder how that will happen.
True. I think that's how you light it.
You're like making it softer, right? Like everything you put in the microwave is
Yeah.
softer, right? So if it's too dry, do you put it in the
It
microwave?
pushes
If it's softened
the
up?
hydration molecules to help rehydrate it. Try it.
I think I want to try that to see if a
The-
dry
the-
cigar become
no.
more moist.
For science, let's.
So
Let's do
beginners,
it
put your
Eric's
cigars
microwave.
in. So beginners, put your cigars in microwaves.
Eric,
Don't
go
listen to
try
this.
that. Go try that. Find a dry cigar and put it in the microwave. See if it gets softer.
I will. I think I got a dry ass cigar.
I think it's like bread or like cake.
It tastes like wood, and they're like, "What happened?" I just put a wood bowl in the microwave. So yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty good idea. That's pretty cool idea. All right.
Yeah.
So who's next? Who's next?
You.
You.
Oh, me? Okay. I wish somebody had told me that if you buy cigars, you gotta run out of room in your house.
Oh, because it take up so. Oh my god, it take up so much space.
Like when you first buy some, you're like, okay, I'll just do a rotation of 20, no big deal, right? And then a month later, you're like, I'm just not gonna smoke those 20, so I need more options. And next thing you know, you got 200, right? And then you bought a 250, count cigar box. You're like, yeah, that's enough. That's all I needed. And then next thing you know, you got 1,000 cigar. And now you got a cigar humidor, cigar box, a couple of Tupperware that you put cigars in, and few Lucy's on the side, and a box of cigar on the table. And the next thing you know, you got a few thousand cigars. You take out a mortgage, you go buy a house, and put it in there.
And the next thing you know, you have a cigar in the bathroom.
Oh, that was earlier than that, but yeah. But then next thing, right?
That was
and next thing you know, you got cigar everywhere on the floor. It takes you have more cigar than your furniture.
Oh God, yes.
And now it's all over my floor, and I still have that Davidoff bag with my Miami cigars in there.
And you're about to go back to Miami. That's so funny.
I'm gonna come back with another bag.
Damn.
Yeah, so cigar take up a space, and then we always have more, and you can only have more unless you quit. You only gotta get more. You're not gonna get less.
And even if you
Right.
quit, you have. It'll probably take another 4 years to quit because of what you have residually in your house.
And this is what the saying came from, right? I always get a humidor 3 times more than what you think you're gonna get,
I don't think I got to buy a house then.
right? It's like if you think you gotta stay at 200, you gotta buy 600 count humidor because you will fill it up
Yeah.
so fast.
So fast too. You like the blink it like in a month. You're like,
I got
Damn.
enough space.
you're
I
like,
got a
you're
place to
wrong.
put it. That's okay. I get another box.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you know what? I gotta save that box. That box is rare. You gotta buy another box. Yeah. Next thing you know, you got that thing filled up. So,
Yep. Yep.
all right. Next is Rick.
Traveling. And what I mean by traveling is you're gonna have people. If you go to Mexico, if you go to Dominican Republic, if you go to Puerto Rico, any most places they're going to be quote unquote vendors walking by selling quote unquote Cubans, and they're going to be in this wooden chests with this glass window pane, and the bands are completely off. But when you don't know,
Rick, don't that fall into
It
the
kinda
fake
does.
category, bro?
it goes to Switzerland, but that's to kind of expand, because this Switzerland that's just a website. This is a more physical aspect of you becoming a cigar smoker. When you go on vacation, sometimes people enter the cigar lifestyle because they're traveling. They're either on a honeymoon, they're a business trip, they're just outside, and sometimes a buddy of them or they just see somebody smoking cigars. You know what? I'm out here. Okay, I'm gonna have my first cigar. And typically, those people are targets for the people who walk around the beaches or the resorts to sell these
What do you mean?
phony.
What you mean is actually saying tourist attractions are tourist traps. Only sells fake Cubans.
Yeah.
They don't have real Cubans there. Period.
Yeah. So
It's
to
true.
watch out basically for tourist traps, watch out for bands, and look into complete details of how bands are supposed to look like.
But you don't
And
even
just
need to know
don't-
that. And the point is that it's saying if you are traveling anywhere that is remotely tourist, there's no real Cubans there.
It should be an immediate red flag.
Yeah. If you go, okay, there is 0 real Cubans near any cruise port. There. If you're like, okay, I'm gonna cruise to places, they must have, I'm gonna go to Dominican, I'm gonna go to Honduras, I'm gonna go to places, my cruise will stop there. There's zero in any of the cruise port that sells real Cuban. 0. Mexico, I don't care where it is. Even if you're like Cuban cruise pro, you probably buy like, oh, it's Cuban. No, they are Nicaraguans. Yeah. That's what you get. That's what you get. So Eric, you're next.
I wish people tell me that there's too many accessory, but you only need a few.
No. Don't lie.
need one
Don't lie. What
ashtray,
the hell
one
is you
cutter.
only need a few? What the hell is
fuck
that?
are you-
No.
What are you talking about?
You know,
What are you? The fuck
You know,
are you talking?
there's
What are you
so
What are
many
you
accessories.
talking
It's
about?
insane.
That's just a load of bullshit we're just talking about. What are you saying? This all that is just complete bullshit.
Yeah. So
You
what
know,
you meant
like-
is there is only 3 accessories, but you always have a duplicate of that.
You always have duplicate and multiple of them. It just, oh my god.
And not only you have duplicate multiple of them, your lighter will always run out of fuel when you needed it.
Yep. Always. It's like, man, really? I thought I just refilled this
Yeah,
yesterday.
your
you
lighter
know?
will always
or
run out
52
of fuel.
hours ago.
Well, you always need to back up to your backups and backups to your backups to your backups.
Right.
Rick, if you drop the ST2 point, I would smack you, boy.
No, I have a grip of this shit. Like my thumb is like monkey gripping it.
You had it between his boobs. His boobs holding it. Yeah, that's where that belongs. That's where that belongs. Yeah. Like that's
Oh
the
my
thing,
God.
right? Once you have all your setup, even though you have a perfect setup, every time you need a lighter is out of fuel. Every time you need a cutter, it's not within reach. Next thing you know, where you smoke will have 20 lighters, 15 cutters,
And a whole bunch
Right?
of butane sitting
and
around.
probably like 5 different ashtrays, even though you only use one.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. What you talk? That is complete bullshit, man. I don't have like 3 different.
Rick, stop flexing. Okay, I got it.
Right? Yeah, like Jesus.
I mean, I'm just proving the facts that it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like I have a whole table of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like,
But
the
that
table
goes
is a
with
mess,
the
man.
expense,
Table
right?
is a
Like I
mess.
say, if you walk into a cigar shop, first thing, if they tell you, dude, you will be spending a lot more money than you think. That's when you go out.
Yeah. Like,
Hey,
Jesus.
hey, Rick, that was a cigarette ashtray.
Then-
I just saw that. That's a cigarette ashtray. Yeah.
I know.
All right. Yeah. You be buying so much accessory that it doesn't make sense.
Yep. You think you need all that travel humidor, but you don't.
All right. Next one for me is very controversial.
Uh-oh.
That cigar industry is full of shit.
Oh, God.
Right? It sounds harsh. It sounds bad, but once you get into it, you realize a lot of people are pretentious. A lot of people are characters. A lot of people are just on the surface. a lot of people are very aggressive at certain things. And they all say, oh, it's a cigar community. We should all be nice to each other, blah, blah, blah. But behind the scene, they're as aggressive as you can possibly think. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying there are some. And then that, you choose that category that you want to be in. And then obviously that becomes your circle, right? But once you look at all the other one, you're like, wow, really? Wow.
Yeah, there's some cigar enthusiasts out there that's straight up a dick, right? They think you don't know anything. They think you've been doing this forever, blah, 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 blah. Like, who you think you are? Look what I'm smoking, a freaking $600 Davidoff, who
I
are
just
you?
have
There's some people
100,000
that
of these cigars.
There are some people that are like snobby in a way. And then like and when you try to like some people that are envious will say you're snobby even though you're not trying to. Like there's no way to win in this.
Yeah, there is no way to win because there's people that just look at even us that we snobby, sketchy.
I know
that.
Sometimes like
right?
what part of me is sketchy? I'm trying to be real, but hey, I'm sketchy too. So
no, it's all right, man. Yeah. I'm a dick. I'm prestigious, so I only smoke expensive cigars.
Apparently, if you smoke expensive cigars, you're bougie. You're bad.
Yep, you're badass, man. You know what I'm saying? You look down at other cigar and stuff like that. Even though we don't buy everything, like we don't buy anything except for expensive cigars.
But hey, if we don't buy the expensive cigar, where they gotta get the money to make cheap cigars, right?
True.
You see, that's a snobby talking, boy.
We're helping the industry. Oh yeah, pinky. All right. So yeah, that sounds aggressive, but I think that's the easiest way to describe it. It's just that there are a lot of good people, but there's a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit in the industry.
Yeah. A shit ton.
All right, Rick, you're next.
I wish I knew some cigars are actually limited because there's times where when I start, I just think, cigars, if they release, it's always going to be an ongoing thing and it's always going to be a regular production stuff. Like how you see, like when you're coming into cigars, like I was never a cigarette smoker before. But with that kind of mindset, I'm thinking, okay, there's always Newports, there's always Marlboros, there's always these brands. There's always a thing. They're always production. Sometimes you get the misconception that these are also production, and if the cigar is there, it's going to be there forever. But then you come to find out that some cigars are limited to only like 2,000 boxes worldwide, or 1,000 boxes worldwide. And you like the cigar, and you know what? I'll come back to it 3-10 a year later, and then you look it up, and it costs a kidney to get it, or this just don't exist anymore.
Yep. That's the problem we run into, right? Now, if you see anything that's limited edition, 500 boxes, buy.
That's a deep rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Once you don't know, it's fine, but once you know, you're like, really now? Like, really? How much money are we gonna do? How much money are we gonna dump? Like,
oh my god, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, it's one of those things that once you jump into the rabbit hole, you can't get out. There's no way out. Yep. All right, Eric, you're next.
So I'm going to add a little thing to that limited edition thing. I wish people tell me some cigar is not truly limited. Okay, some cigar is limited edition, but you can still get it, boys. You just have to wait. There's timing and everything
year,
for it.
It's limited to the year. It's still limited. Just not the limited that you're thinking of. It's not one time ends all. It's like, okay, every year is limited to 500 boxes.
Because if I'm a noob and you say limited edition, there's only this much. I was like, oh man, that's it for the whole lifetime.
It's actually a good thing though, because if you like the cigar, you wish they release it again. If they don't, you never get it again. So
yeah, but I'm just saying like that's one of it. And I wish that somebody tell me, don't cut past the cap.
True.
Please, like there's a cap, there's single cap too, because I smoked that first Padron, boy, I cut that crap.
I actually think that should go with as an individual category, right? I wish somebody told us that you even have to cut a cap. You even had to cut a cigar. A lot of people don't know.
Oh no,
Why should it?
no,
Why is it so hard to draw?
you know, I guess you just puff it from the open.
No,
end.
because I think whenever you see someone in the movie, they're already smoking a cigar. They don't cut it.
It's rare.
Yeah,
It's rare that
rarely
they cut
see
it.
them
Yeah.
cutting it. And like,
But then-
back in the day when I
already
first saw
lit.
a cigar cutter, I thought that they used that to cut fingers.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
me too. I thought that was dude. I thought that
Yeah.
was just a gangster tool, a mafia tool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I thought
Like,
that's
that's
what
why.
people use to cut fingers. I
because
think I seen
I-
it in the movie. Somebody cut finger with that.
Yeah, I seen the movie. I was like, yo, what is that thing, boy? Like, shit.
That's illegal to buy.
Right. And after knowing that that's for cigars, it's like, oh, so that's what's for.
It's nothing like crazy, but it just looked crazy when it's in a movie.
Because
you know
cutting
what I mean?
fingers so
Like,
normal,
somebody
right? In
just
an
get
Asian
that-
movie, cutting fingers so normal. It's like, oh yeah, that's for cutting fingers.
It is. It really is.
Whoever thought of that's great. Double guillotine, cutting fingers, great.
Like, yeah, the boss man come out. You know what this is? Freaking put your finger and they chop it off. Like, damn.
Right? Holy crap! Like I remember when I first find out, I was like, whoa, mind blown.
No, just a cigar cutter.
Wow.
Right? It's insane. I never knew what it was for either, to tell the truth. I thought it just looked cool and
Yeah,
everything.
because
but
I literally thought that was a finger cutter, and then like I did see in a movie one time they used to cut a cigar, but I thought they was like, okay, I'm gonna cut cigar with it, but that's for the fingers.
right? Like, that's just a second
Right?
thought.
Yeah, so that's what because you see people use scissors and stuff like that, so you would think that that's actually for the finger. It fits a finger perfectly.
Yeah, like that thing is perfect for a finger. It's like it's made for the finger.
Technically, I mean, a cigar looks like a finger, so
True.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
All right, so next one.
that's a thick ass
Next one
finger,
would be
though.
I wish somebody tell me that the cigars in CVS, Walgreens, gas station are not cigars.
Oh
The
my God.
entourages, the backwoods.
You know. Yeah, it's like one of those. What do you call those? I forgot those.
Swishers, sweet swishers, swisher sweets.
Yeah, Swisher and like what they call it, like the cigar that you buy in the bag is like an actual big cigar, but you don't have to cut it already. It's like I forgot what it
Well,
was.
they're like the refresher pack, like, you know, that thing. But
Yeah.
what I used to think that you can buy cigar anywhere before I smoked cigar.
Yep. It's like, hey, because literally the package is saying
Yeah,
say
it's
cigars.
5-pack of cigar. You can tell. Yeah, so I thought you can buy cigar everywhere. Yeah, that's the one thing that ruined me.
That's sad.
That ruined me. Like, you know,
I
have
agree.
I ever bought one? Yes, I have bought one, and
Yeah.
I
Of course.
did not finish one.
Yes.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
All right, Rick, you're next.
That cigar's taste changes over time. For example, when a cigar company has regular production stuff, sometimes if it's an old brand, for example, like Camachos or Drew Estates, they used to taste better back in the days compared to the crops they have now.
Mhm.
So, but you try to chase that dragon, like, man, I love how the Liga tastes. I love how this one tastes. You get it again, you're like, why is it? It's not hitting that, the notes it was hitting before.
I mean, that's one of those things we give a lot of excuse to in the future. Like, as the longer you smoke, you eventually, it's man-made material. It's got to change, blah, 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 blah. They got to change the blend, blah, 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 blah. They run out of the blend, blah, 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 right? And they don't tell you when they changed it, too. You had to find out.
No. Of course.
You got to fuck around and then find out.
You have to.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's but then the same thing, right? If you go to your favorite restaurant, sometimes the chef changed. They're not gonna tell you the chef changed.
True.
Yeah,
No. The ingredients stay the same, but the chef don't want to cook it. It's like, bro, you ain't
you're
doing
missing
that
a
good.
little bit of the cigarette ash and the spit. The fingers. Yeah,
Yeah, man. You don't know a secret in your ear? Come on, bro. Come on.
it's
Get
some
with it.
cockroaches and ants. You're missing out. The rat tails. All right, Eric, you're next.
I wish somebody would tell me there was better deals online.
The online stuff didn't happen until recently.
Yeah, I know, but when I first started, I was like, there was online and nobody told me about it. I'm buying everything double the price, boys. Like,
In the past,
Like,
online price and the store price did not gap this much. Now it gets more because the tax.
Yeah, but now, now the gap is kind of like
Yeah,
Grand
it's a
Canyon.
huge gap because the state tax
Yeah.
and then operation and all that stuff. Everything gap out so like a cigar can cost.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, excluding tax can cost different between 10 to 50%, and then you add and then you add
that's
the
a
state
lot.
tax. Can range between 8% to 75%, 80%. Yeah, that's crazy increase.
It's nuts. It's like the gap between some brick and mortar and online. Man, Jesus.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, again, that goes with. I wish I walk into the store. They say, "Son, do you have enough money? Make sure you have a house to take the mortgage.
Borrow against it.
Yeah. Do you have annuity? Do you have inheritance? Do you have a trust?
Yeah, dude.
Is your credit score
You have
800,
an IRA
boy?
for a 1K, for a 3B.
You right? You gotta have a retirement account for that shit.
You have life insurance.
Insurance for your cigars.
Somebody took out insurance for their cigar. Did you know that? And he claimed insurance on it after he smoked them out.
Yes, I saw that case.
Oh yeah. I heard
And
that.
then
Yes,
they paid him.
it didn't work.
And then the insurance gave him afterward for arson
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. No, bro. It's not like it burned down by
Right, but yeah,
itself.
the insurance is like, I will pay you for the death of your cigars, but I'll also sue you for burning the cigars.
But sue you, sue everything you have.
But that was pretty smart. I'm surprised at how smart that was. Yeah.
Was that a smart move though?
Well,
to be honest,
it's a smart move on the guy. It's also a very smart move for the insurance company to have someone that figure it out. Says, you know what, we can get him for arson.
There you go. All right, yeah.
Right? So that's
Yep.
pretty good. All right. So I wish somebody would tell me that flavor cigar will screw you over time. Yep. Flavor cigar will screw and mess up your taste bud until you decide to start smoking it for a while.
Because you know why? You can go out there and smoke every cigar after that. Be like, yo, where's my coffee note?
Because
Where is the
flavor cigars, you can literally not retrohale. It can taste the flavor. And when you go back to regular cigar, you never got to retrohale. You never got to taste it. So yeah.
True.
And, where's my acid, sugar cane, strawberry, orange, citrus, all
No, I
of
know
that?
why
Where
it's
is
called
it?
acid. Because, after smoking that, it probably gave me acid reflux.
True.
Yeah. I did not know that. I when I first started, I enjoyed those Java stuff. I enjoyed tobacco. I enjoy all those flavor, cappuccino flavor stuff. And then,
I used to.
I try them all. I couldn't enjoy them. I didn't like them,
I
man.
used to smoke a lot of Odyssey
I
coffee.
don't know.
I used to smoke a lot.
Never
Like,
tried
company was
that.
called Odyssey, and it said coffee, but it tastes like chocolate.
yeah, it's that
It was-
artificial thing that they put in there. That just tastes
Yeah.
like sweet stuff, basically, overall.
It's just everything's, and plus as we get older, we like more
Yeah.
savory, right? The bitterness start tasting better, the spicy start tasting better, the sweetness when I see sweet now is not the same. I don't crave for the crazy
Yeah,
amount
you
of
want
sweetness.
some sweet, but you don't want the full sweet, right?
Yeah, like the full blown just blast of sweet and sugar and honey and all. They just go nuts. No, I don't want all that. I just want just enough.
Yeah, it's like that. I think that hinders my journey to taste different notes for sure for a long time. Like a lot of cigar that should have been bad, I thought was good because every time I taste something, it tastes sweet.
Yeah, I never really liked my first few. I think I smoked 3 when I first began, and I was like, I don't like any of these.
Yeah, and
So, yeah.
cherry doesn't taste like cherry, and mint did not taste like mint. So.
Yeah.
And
coffee
Perdomo
tastes like
champagne
chocolate.
did not taste like
Yeah.
champagne.
It's extra age. Don't you see the cello?
I don't care. It
Yeah.
doesn't taste like champagne. I want a champagne. It doesn't taste French.
Oh man, you didn't taste no snail in there, man.
Escargot.
Damn.
Julius Caesar doesn't taste like Julius either.
Hey, that cigar is good though, man. You don't want to taste. I don't think you want to
I
taste
thought we were
Julius.
gonna get some Caesar salad out of that. Nope.
They're not bathed back then. I don't think you want to taste that.
All right, Rick, you're next.
Man.
I wish I was taught about sites like Half Wheel and other stuff like that shows like market values of these cigars, like MSRPs. Because sometimes when you go to these shops, obviously you learn about overhead or throughout time. Sometimes you're getting a cigar, like for example, you stumble upon what starts your debt, Davidoff, and you start diving into different Davidoffs, and they're $20 cigars, but some of these shops sells them for like 35, 36, and you think, oh, this brand is prestigious and knows this. That's the regular pricing of it. And then you discover these review websites, and you see that the MSRP of these cigars are like $18, $22, and you're just like, I just spent $38 for a $22 cigar.
Yeah, that kind of goes with like the internet price versus the BMN gap is huge. Sometimes it depends how rare it is too.
Yeah.
If the rare it is, it gets more gap. Yep. Eric?
I wish somebody told me that don't make friends with cigars friends. Some of them was very bad influence, like Tony.
You know what? True.
You mean they're a good friend that will influence you buy better cigar and better choices of cigars?
Increase your debt, increase your borrowing against your mortgages, and
mortgage,
selling your car.
It's getting to a point that my girl think I cheat on her every night.
Hey. I wasn't this
why did we go to a restaurant?
I wasn't this aggressive until this guy named Eric jumped into our group and starts like, yeah, boy, let's go.
True.
So, yeah, it should be the reverse, not this way.
Like, babe, we haven't had a date night in a while. But I'm sorry, I'm smoking tonight with Tony. We'll go on date night next week. Week happens. Hello, babe. I'm sorry, I bought another cigar. I got to review with Tony.
And I wish I knew that every time I see a box, my girl look at me with a killer face in front of my door. Every time she see a box, she's like,
that's why I learned to send her something too, so it's not always evil. You're like, is there anything for me? And then you say no, and then she'll give you the look. But that also go with. I think that also go with.
Socialing.
Say what?
Socialing, right?
Yeah. Socializing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I wanted to add to that. Like for one of the things that I wish somebody told me is that I wish somebody would tell me that if you buy a cigar from Thompson's, they will call you every week, nonstop, to ask why haven't you buy those 5-packs. Every week. Doesn't matter what time it is. On weekend, weekdays, you're driving, they'll call you. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a text. You're like, hey, come here, spend some money. You forgot something in your car.
And I was like, because I used to buy cigar from them, right? 5-pack. So it's and then they won't stop calling me when I don't buy. Like, a week I don't buy it, they're like, why haven't you buy your cigars? What happens? They'll call you.
Text message at 3:00 in the morning. Are you up?
No, they will call you today, and then tomorrow, after you're done, tomorrow somebody else will call. Like they're like telemarketers every single day. And so when they finally got sold, I forgot what company they got sold to. They got sold to CI, I think. They finally stopped calling me.
Yeah, you were their booty call.
No, because I think CI is like, don't call Tony.
Dude.
He's gonna talk shit about us all day. Yeah.
And I wish I knew points. Gathering up points is a bad idea. Don't gather
It
up
makes you want to buy more. You're like, I need that much more points.
It's so sad.
So you're telling me I got to spend $250 to get $50 off? All right.
Yeah, those discounts sometimes kills, man. It's like, oh, you get 20% off, but minimum purchase $300. Oh, great.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Oh man.
All right, Rick, what you got?
Hygiene. Because sometimes people who have significant others hate the smell of cigars or things in that kind of nature. I wish people talk to me like which, things to use, as in how to, make the air smell fresher faster, what mouthwash to get, well, how to have better just hygiene in general to get that smell off of you so you could get some action.
Oh my God.
Just wow,
you know
really?
What? I totally can get that. I mean, I think right now, after being a smoker, my hygiene has increased by 300%.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're always brushing your teeth and
Yeah,
showering.
you're brushing your teeth, you're bleaching your teeth every so often, whitening your teeth, and you're showering twice a day, you know, and you make sure that you rinse your mouth with mouthwash, you know, 2-3 times a day, you know, and you wash your hands, you take a shower before you go to bed, you know, all that stuff. And you wash your pillow because, you know, you wash your hair every day because your hair will smell like smoke too. That all became part of your hygiene practice once you start being a smoker. You cannot possibly smoke for one day, go right to a bed, and your wife is not going to kill you.
Yep.
Your wife would turn around like, bitch.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing. In the past, for some reason, I could never finish a bottle of shampoo. Like, my shampoo will last a year.
Dude, it took a long time for finishing it, yeah. But now, man, they go fast.
Every 3 months, I need a new bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, I start to buy specialty soap because they go down so fast. Like, I can never finish a soap back in the days. I was like, how the fuck do you finish your soap? But nowadays, I go to like one of those specialty online soap thing, buy like $15 bar soap, you know, because I can actually finish them. I will actually use them to like nothingness, and they go, oh my god, I need new soap. You go out and find different soap now because you can actually finish them. Because in the past, you'll buy a pack of like those down soap, like, you know, like a basic soap, like what's that, whatever spring or whatever it's called,
like
Irish Spring soap. And then you'll buy the pack and it'll last you eternity, right?
Oh yeah, it will last you so long, man.
But now,
oh my
like
god,
every 3-4 months, I gotta use new soap, new hair wash, new conditioner, everything. Oh yeah, new toothpaste. I use a lot of it too.
Toothbrush too, man, because you wear down your toothbrush so fast.
Yeah, toothbrush. Like, you know, they tell you to change your toothbrush every 3 months, but Asian never does that. We use the brush. Yeah,
we never do that. We use it to get bristle.
Nowadays, I had to learn to change it every 3 months because I have no choice. That thing is just impossible.
Yeah, like literally.
The toothpaste, you know, back in the day, Asians will like do it until the thing is completely flat, roll all the way in.
Yeah, like
and then you cut the end,
fold
you
it and
strip
fold
it
it
inside out. But now,
and then we.
now you go through it so fast, you know, you just finish it really quickly. Yeah, hygiene, crazy.
Yeah.
So go to Eric.
So I wish somebody tell me to use distilled water.
Oh shit!
Not any other. Because you know what? First off, I start off with spring water, boy. I was like, who cares?
Yeah.
And yeah, you get like a lot of like other mineral that go inside your cigar. It's great. It's really good.
That's one of those things that in the past I never use distilled water, and I find no use. I you know, being a science guy, I only think that you will use distilled water for scientific you know, stuff.
I thought distilled water is made for baby.
Well, kind of, but after cigar, I realized that distilled water have a lot of uses. You know, I have cases after cases. I have 3-4 cases of distilled water at home every time. I have it delivered.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, because I use it for the humidifier. I use it for my cigars. It's like, you know, after you do that, you realize, oh yeah, if I use that with the humidifier, there's no dust, there's no growth. Yeah, use distilled water. Yeah. Distilled water is something you learn to use after you have cigars.
Yeah, after you like, man, you never know that you really need distilled water.
Yeah. So for me, I wish somebody tell me not to buy an electric humidor. I know you have them, but the thing is that you don't really need it.
We all have them, actually. We all have them, but yes, Tony is right. You don't actually need it.
The amount of power, electricity that thing's going through, it's quite a bit, and like you realize that thing's always on for no reason.
It's always on, always 24/7, all day, every day, just sucking your energy.
Like, okay, I know my house have good temperature. Why the hell are you cooling?
It does. It just fucking go on. I was sitting in the kitchen. I was like, I don't think my temperature changed that much. Why did you just freaking turn on? Like, why for
does
what?
cooling and healing. And it's like, I tune it to a temperature and all of a sudden I hear cooling. I'm like, what the hell? My house is always 70 degrees, And then I walk away, walk back, and look at it 64 degrees and heat is on. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna unplug this shit. So now all my humidors unplugged. Yeah, all
snap! Really?
Like this one right here is unplugged. There's no point. Like my house is good temperature, good humidity. Why am I turning that thing for?
That's true. If you have a place that consistently wherever you want it to be at, there's no point.
Yeah, people. I know it looks cool. I know it looks great. I know it unless you really needed it. You're much better off to spend the money to buy an actual wooden humidor that is like a furniture.
Yeah, if you have a house that you have the space for, just go all out, man. Go get a real like crazy back wall humidor.
Yeah. I mean, it will increase the house value.
Okay.
For who?
Oh, it's a furniture. It's the furniture. It will increase the value. That people say, "Ooh,
it's an add-on."
Come on, tell me one guy that doesn't go to a house and if they have a place like a corner of a cigar humidor at the corner, you don't go, "Wow."
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you just say, "Guys," right?
But hey, guys are paying for the house. Guys are paying for the house. Woman will walk right to the kitchen, right? With the kitchen, the bathroom, the guys just look at the corner and go,
"Yep,
is that a humidor?"
Sold.
And then they look to the
How
side,
much?
and then look to the side. There's like wine rack, and you're like, sold. And then look to the left. There's a mini bar. Yeah,
triple sold.
And then the guy will turn over and says, "Babe, look, that kitchen looks great. I think we should buy this house." They will not mention anything about that cigar cabinet, that mini bar, and the wine rack. They're like, "Look at this kitchen. I think this kitchen is great. It's got everything we need."
Yeah, look at the tile.
Yeah.
Nice grout on it and everything,
perfect.
man.
It's got a double sink.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, double sink. Just when you stand up shower,
it will increase the value
bath,
of the house.
Right?
Doesn't matter where the humidor is. It could be in the dining room. It could be the side. Whatever. So long as there's a humidor rack on the wall.
Yeah, if you have a room for just a humidor, I'm telling you,
Right.
There's no question.
Immediately the guy will be like, "Oh, you want $500,000?
I give you 600.
I think that's reasonable." Yeah. Oh, if somebody's already bidding 600, you know what? I think I can squeeze a little bit more. But if there's no cigar humidor, would be like, "You want 600? Screw that. I'm next place."
Screw that.
We have
man.
a man cave and everything, man. Jeez.
Yep.
Where am I gonna put my bourbon?
I wholeheartedly agree that I went through that process.
Right.
So yeah.
I guarantee if anybody who's buying a house already have a built-in humidor in the wall, you will consider that much more. Even if you don't smoke. You
look at dude, you don't smoke, but you planning to fill it up. I'm telling you that right now.
You can put you'll be like, "Oh, I can put some
do
antiques in there, and whatever. You never know.
I could buy an endless supply of sugar and won't dry up.
True.
Brown sugar in there.
I could buy brown sugar, white sugar, sugar cane, organic sugar cane.
Yeah, right. You're probably gonna get much more value with a in-wall humidor in your house than a dishwasher in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See.
I don't pay attention to the dishwasher. My girl looked for that. She's like, "Hey, we got this." I was like,
"Oh, that's because Asian treat dishwasher as a dryer rack."
That is so true. We don't wash shit in there. We put shit into the dryer. That's what we do. Oh my god, dude.
That's how it works.
Hispanics and Asian are the same exact way. If we ran out of space in our little dish rack on the side of the sink,
we don't have a dish rack. We have
you open the dishwasher, put a dish in there.
It came with the apartment. So whatever, if it starts to be overfilled, we just open the dishwasher, and any other ones we just crack it open so it can air dry.
And I'm telling you, the oven is not just for oven.
Pots and pans in there.
Pots and pan, cookie sheets,
pots and
all
pans,
the little sheets, everything.
When when you try to bake, boy, you gotta freaking remove all of that.
This is what most Asians have, and I have it too. I have a wall oven, and I would you buy a small oven to use.
Yes. What is wrong with us?
Small oven is so much faster. It heats up immediately. Like the big oven, you gotta preheat and everything. Come on.
And for some reason, my girl had like 3 air fryers.
Air fryer works fine. It's immediate. 8 minutes heat up. You heat up that.
True.
Why do you need to you get one of those small, one single size, I don't know, pre-made style. It says put in the oven for 30 minutes at 300 degrees. You're not gonna turn on an entire big oven for that one little thing, one single serving.
Yeah. Dude, we do have like a mini oven though, all the time. Yeah,
that's how it works.
Holy crap.
Just use a small oven. Not big oven just for show, for storage.
Yep.
It will take me half an hour to take everything out just to use that big one.
Yeah, seriously, this is so packed in there.
Any more, Rick?
Last one from me could be: do not keep your regular cigars in the same spots as your flavored cigars.
Yeah, that goes with the favorite cigar.
Oh, that's a good
favorite cigar
one.
will screw you up.
Yeah.
Don't buy any favorite cigar. Just let it be.
Yep, let it die.
Just
Let it die. That's the ones. Those are the cigars that I don't mind it dying.
Yeah, just
at all.
let it be, Jack. How it wasn't Titanic, and just let it go. Just stay in the door. Just let it go.
I'm never gonna let you go, and then break the hands off.
Jack, don't let go, Jack. Don't let go.
California, do your thing.
And she's pulling his hand, his hand off of her. Don't let go. Don't let go.
Yes, you gotta segregate your cigars, not just the flavors. I'll also advise to put your Connecticut's away from your Maduros because they do crush. Not one way, but the other. So, yeah, Eric.
Yeah, I mix mine. So, me, I wish somebody told me Cuban wasn't the best cigars.
Okay.
Everybody tell me Cuban is the best cigar.
I told you Cuban was horrible.
No, I know, but I wasn't the beginning no more.
I told you before you got your first Cuban.
But you know what I mean? Like when my journey was like, see, Cuban is the way to go, my boy. And I was like, oh, yes.
No,
yes,
it
is.
I told you before I handed you the first few Cubans that you smoked.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
Cuban is not necessarily the best. It does have its unique taste, but it's a different taste. It's not best.
Yeah, it's not best. It's a good taste. I like it, but god damn it, the best. You calling it the world cigar?
Can you
stop
imagine?
It, chill.
Cuban doesn't even get 99 points, but some other cigar got 99 points.
Oh god, shit. Oh, okay.
You knew that was coming.
Yep. Oh. Shit, man. 99. No,
All right.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Last one, because this one's kind of okay, I gotta mention this. I wish somebody tell me that you really need to learn how to make your lady happy with your hobby.
Yes, try to include her, even though just picking out the cigar or just ask her a question about it. It just feels like she's involved, right? She's like, at least you're thinking about her while you do your hobby.
You need to know how to make time. You need to learn how to give time, take time, right? You need to set up time to hang out with your girl because you know how much time this is going to take, right? You need to say, hey, babe, here's a credit card. I'll see you in 2 hours, right? Or you can go, hey, babe, here's a pizza, and make sure that pizza's five days old, so she will stay in the bathroom for 2 hours,
Oh,
and
Jesus, you're so mean.
No, babe, take your time. It's no problem. I'll be right here. Text me. I'll text you while you're taking a shit. Or
baby, you were like, have you ever seen this TV show before? No, I haven't. Oh, you're gonna love this show.
Netflix.
So me, like when I usually do it is like when I go out, I was like, babe, what are you craving for? Anything you want. I will feed you to your heart content. And I'll be like, can I go to lunch afterwards?
Yeah, because of the busy schedule, I just basically set it so that Saturday I'll just take my wife out and just do whatever she want to do, eat whatever she want to eat, so that she's at least spending a whole, few hours with her to do whatever she want to do. Even on Sunday mornings, if she's still, I still want to go to the mall. Okay, sure, let's go. Basically the weekend, I give her the time that she deserves, so that other times, a few hours a day, that she's not gonna bother me. And she learned that basically, the hours I'm downstairs, either she's working or she's watching TV or whatever, she doesn't bother me.
Yeah, once you get the routine going, it's easier for both. You know what I mean?
She treats it like a working. My husband's working, so I'm not gonna bother him. And
Same thing with my girl. My girl's like, even though like sometimes I overnap, she wake me up. She's like, babe, you need to go make a video. I was like, all right, babe, 5 more minutes. She's like, no, now. You need to go now.
Half an hour late.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you have to. The balance is not really at what you can do. It's having your significant other understand that's your hobby and she needs to give you time for it. If your significant other is not willing, and is not be okay with it, knowing that you're doing this, you're not gonna have a good time, no matter when you do it.
No, it's not. It's gonna be very bad time. It's gonna be harsh on both of you.
It's something that you need to talk it out. You need to go, hey man, this is something I do. I need a couple hours a day, right? So if we're gonna do something, plan it around it. And if you plan around it, I'm willing to do whatever you need to do. But at the same time, when I'm doing this, don't bother me. Right.
Yep.
One of those things. So that's one of those things nobody tells you until you realize that you need that 2 hour, you need that 3 hour, right? So
and to piggyback what Eric was saying, like I do, like including her is also a great thing. Like for example, like if you happen to be a reviewer watching this, you're a newbie, just coming in, whatever, and you do have a significant other. What I do is I lay out like 10 cigars and I just tell my wife, babe, pick out 3 cigars, and that'll be like my cigars I review for the week. Whatever she said, oh, this is nice, this is pretty, whatever. I'm gonna smoke all of them anyways. But I kind of include her into selecting cigars I review, and then sometimes she like when I'm done reviewing it or when I post a video, she's like, oh, how did it do? How did it taste? How's this? How's that? She kind of has a little interest in it because she selected it. And if I tell her that I actually liked it, she kind of feels like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you liked it.
My girl like to do that unless it come to Tony Chinese cigar. She's like, that's a Chinese cigar.
It tastes
be careful.
Good. It tastes good. What you gotta
do? She's like, that's a Chinese cigar. Okay, maybe there's something in there. I was like, babe, shut up.
Yeah, so I think that is all the time we got today. 1 hour. So I hope these take these as an entertainment. I think they by the time you already smoke through it, you already know what we talk about, you already went through it, so that doesn't change anything for you, but listen to it as entertainment and think about what
it's fun.
Comment on the things that you wish you somebody had told you but you didn't know that we didn't address.
Oh yes, we would love to hear. I bet you there's some crazy stuff out there that we didn't get through, like what I mean, because we were just going through off the dome, and if we have time to think about it, oh my god, I can't wait. Please let me see the comment. Let me see it. Let me read it.
Share what you have in the comments with us, like what you wish people had told you, especially the one that we didn't talk about, and maybe we'll readdress on some of those or read some of those if there were some interesting ones in the next one. All right, so that will be it for us. I will see you next week. Bye guys.
Peace.
Please.
You've been listening to the In the Shadows podcast. There's nothing like a fine cigar, and that's our passion. And on the show, we'll talk about everything and anything cigars. And you know what happens when you get a bunch of guys together smoking cigars. The conversations go on. And that is what this show is all about. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. Remember, everything you need is on YouTube at Soy Sauce Assassin. The live show is every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And get cigar reviews. Wishing you long ashes. We'll see you next time on In the Shadows podcast.